right, Sherman, let's talk about our weather forecast because we've got some big weather coming in, not touching that with the 10-foot pole. We've got haze right now on the horizon. That's from the earlier air pollution issues around the region. Live view from the Marriott Marquis in Houston. It is clearing out. It's much more pretty outside. It doesn't smell as bad anymore. That smell will be moving out of here pretty rapidly. Here's a look at the buildings downtown. This is what to expect. A few showers late today. Severe storms tomorrow, and then cooler and drier midweek. So let's talk about the storms for tomorrow. It's all thanks to a vigorous storm system right now, which is located in West Texas, set to swing across the state and bring in some pretty violent weather. Now, what are we talking about? Well, there's a chance for an isolated tornado tomorrow with any of these thunderstorms out ahead of the main system. Now, right now, south of Houston, we are getting in on some isolated downpours. One right now west of Angleton. This is heading north toward the West Columbia area, ultimately Fort Bend County. All right, let's talk about 5 things to know. First off, severe storm potential is tomorrow, and it is an enhanced risk. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that it's in one of the upper categories as far as certainty for expected severe weather. Once you're in the enhanced risk section, it's a pretty good guarantee you're going to have at least a couple big boomers, and there is that ever-present tornado threat. So number 4, let's talk about the timing of this thing as it heads to the east. This is our upper-level satellite image showing the flow, and one sign to look for is a tight rotation in the upper levels right here. That's what we're seeing in southeastern Arizona. That'll be heading due east into Houston. And it's the surface front that develops with all of that energy that brings us to our number 3 thing and brings us to our severe weather chance. Low pressure later today swings east, and that warm front will be draped right across the region. It's along that front that our tornado risk exists with any isolated storms that ride along the front. They could rotate. Number 1 rule in weather, never trust a warm front. Never trust a warm front. They seem like they're pretty passive, but it's along warm fronts that I've seen the bigger tornadoes in my career. Am I expecting that tomorrow? Well, it's hard to say. The dynamics certainly are there. It is the favorable time of year, so we will be on storm watch starting tomorrow morning bright and early with Cheetah at 4:30 in the morning. The best timing, the best chance for these storms coming through will be in the late morning hours to early afternoon, about this time tomorrow, followed by a squall line moving through tomorrow afternoon. So let's talk about today. We've got our chance for a few stray storms. Through the evening, mostly shower activity, not so much lightning activity. In the early morning, we'll start to see a southerly flow developing, some scattered showers by 7:30. This is a look at that squall line coming through. Now, the significance of the squall line to consider is that it will be brief. It'll be brief in the sense of its rainfall, so we're not expecting street flooding, just a lot of rain. That brings us to my number 1 thing, and that is temperatures right now 72 degrees, and we'll see them hovering about where they are. 71 by 3 o'clock, a little cooler certainly than we've seen over the last couple of days after yesterday's record highs in the mid-80s. So look for mid-70s for today and for tomorrow, and then cooler weather for Wednesday and Thursday, and looking beautiful just in time for Mardi Gras in Galveston this weekend. Sherman.